then giving out relevant examples. So for the first thing, as we discussed, I know you can insert images. So probably what's clear, this is a property used for specifying how an element should float or how it should plot in your container. Then in this case, an element, for instance image, can float either to the left, to the right, or you can just have what you call inherit, or you can have something else we call none. You can just say none. So in this case there will be no float. Okay, so we have said first we'll have mostly float is just used for wrapping text around the image. So float so probably float is used to wrap text around the image. So we may have an example. So we have said that in right, in this case the element floats to the right of this container. So in this case, right, we have said that we may have either in right, you can have it in left, you can have in right, then we can also have none. In this case there will be no float. So there are four properties that are used, or what values that are used when you indicating your float. So in this case it will float to the right, this part it will float to the left, this one it will have what you call inherit the float value of its parent. Okay, then now in this part it should have no float for the element. All right, so we can have an example here. So we'll create our file here, then you can name it my page.html. So this is our HTML file that we've just saved it, or you can just create a new file. Let's create a new file, then you can just create a new file here, you can just save it as, you can save it as, okay, let's say philo.html. okay, you can save it. You have saved it to the background, then you can just say after that, then you can just press enter to generate the basic tags for HTML files. Okay, so this is our HTML file. Now you can create a folder, then you can just name float, you can just name it as float, then you insert your image there, or your HTML file there, then your image, this is your image.pg, so this is your folder now. Okay, so with that you can just open your folder, then you can just come here, then open. Okay, see now nothing you have written in your folder now. Okay, just go here, then you just edit. Normally you just go to your in between your body tags, then you can just insert your image. Normally you can just insert your image, then just say, you can have philo.jpg. Okay, then just say okay, that is, then you just go to your browser, then you just refresh. Okay, sorry for this is image, this is image now, then you just go to your browser here and you just refresh. Okay, let's just set that. Go to your browser, then you refresh. See now, you've inserted your image. So this is your image now. This is your image. This is your image now. So you can reduce the size. So you can just go here in between your end tag, then you just inside style. Just insert style. You can insert style, then you just say, okay, you can just say height. You can set the height to something like, you can just set it to 100 px. Width, and just set it to 100 px. Okay, refresh and see how it appears. Okay, you see how it appears now. So this is your image now. This is your image now. So you can increase the size here. You can just set it to something like 200. Just set to 200. Okay, now after setting your image like that, you can just say, so we are trying to explain what is float now. You are trying to explain what is float now. So you can just set float. You can just set float. You can just set it to left. So already it is in left by default. So you can just set it to right. You can just set it to right. Then this is how it appears now. See, the image has come here. You have set it to the right. Okay. So this is left. This is right. Okay. Now the other part, we have said that you can just set it to inherit. You can just set it to inherit. You can just set it to inherit. Okay, inherit. So by default, so that's by default where the plot should be now. So that's how you just insert your float now. So we were trying to say that, let's say for instance you are writing your words, then you just need to wrap your image. Now you can just use float. Okay, all right, let's have an example here for the same. We'll write our words, then you see how it should appear. Okay, all right, you see now you have written your paragraph. This is like your paragraph using paragraph tags. LearnTech is a free program which is used for training people programming skills through website and also YouTube channel. It has helped many people grow their skills and employed in the tech companies. And also interested, you can join it for free if you're interested. Now we just need to insert your image just right here. Okay, just need to insert our image right there. Okay, just copy paste, then just come here, then you just insert your image. Okay, now let's refresh and see how it should appear. Okay, see now it is appearing, or it is just appearing at the center of the word. So you can just set it plot to the right. You can just set it plot to the right. So you see now, so let's say you want many words, or you can just increase, or let's say you increase the, okay, let's say you can do it this, you can change this one to illustrate on what you're saying here. Okay, you can increase the size of the word. Okay, you can have font size, let's say set it to something like 60 px. Okay, I think that one is enough, so you can refresh. See now, okay, this is what we are talking about now. See, the image is just wrapping, the image the way it is. So you can just set it to the right, you can just set it to the left. So you can just set it to the left and see how it appears now. Okay, you see now the image is appearing right here. Okay, so that's all about float. It's just mostly used for wrapping the text around an image. So the other thing we'll be looking at is something we call clear. Okay, what call we'll look at what we call now. We'll look at something else we call, let's write here, clear. Now clear is this property is used for specifying the what elements can float beside the cleared element and on which side. It's mostly used after you have used a property, what you call float property on an element. You should clear and float when clearly floats. For instance, if you plot an element to the right, then you should clear it to the right. Okay, remember you can either clear elements to the right, left, or both, as explained below. Now you can clear either to the right, to the left, both, or none, or you can have none. In this case, no floating. Okay, to the right, in this case, no floating element, or what you call no plotting element allowed on the right side of the element or on the right side of the container. In this, to the left, in this case, no floating element is allowed to the left side of the container. Okay, both in this case allows floating elements on both elements on both sides. Okay, on both sides. Then okay, let's have an example here. For instance, you just need to write okay. Let's say you insert the border. You can insert the border here to see what you're talking about. Okay, you can have either you can have 2px solid black. Okay, after inserting that, you can clear this one to the left. You can clear this one to the left. Okay, and see how it appears. Okay, you can reduce this size to be normal size by default. Then you just run your program and see how it appears. Okay, you see now it floats to clear to the left. Okay, so your words are just appearing this one, but this one has just exceeded your borderline. Your has exceeded your, or this your borderline. Okay, so to fix it there, or to fix this issue, we just you'll use something else we call overflow. You'll just use something else we call overflow. Then you can just set it to auto. Overflow should be auto. Then you just need to fix it the offer there. Okay, okay, sorry, this one should be here, this one should be over here, should be over here. Okay, then this one you can just wrap it. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, you just need to go to your browser here, then you just need to refresh. You see now it has fixed itself into the border. See now it is inside the border right now. Okay, so that's all. We'll just, you can just set your clear to the left or to the right. you can just hit to the right, or just use none. If you use none, it means that it will be set according to. Okay, then we have said that if you use clear to the right, then you need to float to the right. Okay. Okay, that's all. So this is what we were talking about. If you just need to get more skills about the same or learn more, you can just visit our website learntechphilo.com. You can just visit our website, then www.learntechphilo.com, this site. You'll get more covered, more of our courses and many more in other programming languages, and increase or grow your skills in programming. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, and share with your friends. Okay.